The car broke down on a morning that was supposed to decide everything. The sky was pale, undecided between rain and sunshine, just like her heart. She checked the time again, fingers trembling slightly as the seconds slipped away. This was not just an interview. This was the interview, the kind people wait years for. The kind that changes rent into ownership, struggle into stability, dreams into plans. She had rehearsed every answer, pressed her clothes the night before, barely slept. Today mattered. She tightened her grip on her bag and walked faster along the quiet road, heels clicking against the pavement, mind racing ahead to glass buildings, polished desks, firm handshakes. Then she saw the car. It was pulled over to the side, hazard lights blinking like a silent plea. The hood was open. A man stood beside it, sleeves rolled up, confusion written on his face as he stared into the engine like it had betrayed him. She slowed down instinctively, then stopped herself. Don't look. Don't stop. You're already late. She took 2 more steps. Then she heard his voice. Excuse me, miss. She froze. Every rational thought screamed at her to keep walking. Someone else would help. There were mechanics, tow trucks. Time was bleeding out of her hands. She told herself all of this in a single breath. Yet something heavier pulled her back. Something quieter, but stronger. She turned around. Yes, my car just stopped. I think the battery's dead. I've been trying to call for help, but there's no signal here. Do you know anything about cars? She almost laughed at the question. Her life barely held together. How could she fix a car? But she stepped closer anyway, peering into the engine as if understanding might magically appear. I don't, she said honestly. But, maybe I can help you find someone. He smiled, relieved, not because she had a solution, but because she had stopped. That would mean a lot. She looked at her watch again. The interview was less than 30 minutes away. Even if everything went perfectly, helping him would cost her time she didn't have. Her mind whispered, this is your chance. Don't ruin it. Her heart answered, this is a person. She made a decision she would replay for the rest of her life. There's a workshop about 10 minutes from here, she said. I can walk there and bring someone back. His eyes widened. You'd do that. She nodded, already turning around, already walking. With every step, doubt chased her. What are you doing? Are you crazy? People don't get chances like this twice. She imagined the interviewer glancing at the clock, shaking their head, moving on to the next name. She imagined rejection emails, empty bank accounts, explaining to her family that kindness didn't pay the bills. But she kept walking. The workshop was open, the mechanic skeptical at first, then curious. He agreed to come, slowly, frustratingly slowly. She checked the time again. Too late now. When they returned, the man thanked her again, his gratitude simple and sincere. The mechanic got to work, confirming it was indeed the battery. It would take time. I'm really sorry, the man said. I didn't realize you were in a hurry. She hesitated, then told the truth. I have an interview. His face fell. And you stayed. She smiled, small and tired. Yes. There was a pause. Then he said something unexpected. Why? She thought for a moment. Because if I were standing here alone, I'd hope someone would stop. The car was fixed soon after. The man reached for his wallet. Please, he said, holding out money. She shook her head immediately. No, I didn't help you for that. He studied her, as if trying to understand something deeper than words. Then he put the wallet away. May I at least know your name? She told him. And where were you interviewing? She told him that too, without thinking much of it. Just honesty, unfiltered, unstrategic. His expression changed, but subtly, like a door closing quietly. That's my company, he said. She laughed, assuming he was joking. People joked in awkward moments all the time. I'm serious, he added gently. The air shifted. Her smile faded. What do you mean? I'm the CEO. Silence stretched between them. The road, the trees, the broken down car. Everything felt unreal, like a scene someone else was living. Her first reaction wasn't excitement. It was embarrassment. Then fear. Then disbelief. I missed the interview, she said quietly. Not as an accusation, just a fact. He nodded. Yes, you did. She looked down at her hands, suddenly unsure of everything. I understand if that's it. He didn't answer right away. He looked at her the way people look at choices that matter. Get in the car, he said finally. She hesitated. What? Come with me. The drive was quiet. Her heart pounded so loudly she was sure he could hear it. They pulled up to the very building she had imagined that morning. Glass, steel, ambition made visible. Inside, people moved quickly, confidently. She felt out of place, like kindness didn't belong here. He led her into a meeting room and gestured for her to sit. This won't be a formal interview, he said. No rehearsed answers, no pressure. She nodded, barely breathing. Tell me, he said, why you helped me. She answered from the same place she had earlier. Not polished, not perfect, just true. He listened, not like an executive, like a human being. When she finished, he leaned back and smiled. You know, he said, skills can be taught. Experience can be gained, but character, that's rare. Tears burned her eyes, but she held them back. You were willing to risk your future for a stranger, he continued. That tells me everything I need to know. She didn't celebrate. She didn't jump. She just exhaled, like someone who had been holding their breath for years. She got the job, but that's not the real story. The real story is that long before the offer letter, before the office desk, before the paycheck, she chose who she wanted to be. She chose humanity over advantage, compassion over calculation, presence over profit, and that choice echoed back to her in a way she never expected. Because sometimes, life doesn't reward us for being clever. Sometimes, it rewards us for being kind. Not every broken car hides a CEO. Not every good deed comes back dressed as success. But every act of humanity shapes the person we become. That morning, a car broke down. A career almost did, but a heart didn't, and that made all the difference.